Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Sudoku Universe. Nothing really universal around this design. There's no constellations or pictures in the background. So last episode we did medium difficulty and it was definitely noticeable. And now we're doing hard difficulty. And I can kind of see immediately that there feels like there's just a few less hints, and with a few less hints the odds are going to be fairly more difficult, fairly high that the puzzles will be more difficult. Like looking at the ones here, I know that there's got to be a one either on this side or this side, and then there's got to be one either on this side or this side, but literally that's all I can get from 2 1 hints, is that I can pencil mark a massive 11 spots with number 1. Not even 11 spots, 9, 10 spots. And so, yeah. It definitely seems like when these puzzles are like this, more difficult, that you have to take more steps to get started. And see, looking at the 2s, I now know that either this or this is a 2. And since I now know that and that is a 2, then I now know either this or this is a 2. This one stops that one from being a 2. But there's nothing more that can be taken from that. Looking at the 3s, I know that there could be a 3 here or here or here or here or here or here, but not here or here. Looking at the 4s, you know that it's either a 4 here or here or here or here or here or here or here. And see, certainly as these puzzles get more difficult and you're having to do more marking, I really see just a failure here that has to be addressed as far as the interface. It's perfectly fine in Sudoku Universe, but it's not good enough compared to the cracking the cryptic gameplay I've seen, where you just have a lot more options, a lot more ways to think things and label things. And if you're going to have a digital version of a video game, you would expect, or you'd like to at least see, those kinds of levels of optimization happen, and that they would be fairly standard, that those kinds of levels of optimization would happen. So I've pretty much already made my decision that Well, I suppose if I had nothing else to do during my live streams, I could come back to Sudoku Universe and play it. I could also see myself just playing Sudoku Universe off screen for achievement reasons. But I just don't think it makes good content overall. Let's look at the 5s now. To try and make an entire series go here and do a full long play as far as all the way to the total completion of every single puzzle, all 250 puzzles here. There is also certainly something to be said about how I would never be anywhere close to the same as cracking the cryptic if I was to just start to play Sudoku puzzles, which I still might do. I'm just going to buy his games going forward. But he has a very unique way of speaking and thinking and is very complimentary. He's not trying to really criticize the puzzles. He's enjoying them at his very core. Whereas, as a video game critic myself, there is always that criticism that comes along with anything I look at eventually. Like, I can't just have that childlike enthusiasm. So I guess this could be a 5, and this could be a 5. Start looking at the 6s. Either this is a 6, or this is a 6. And then this could be a 6, and this can be a 6, and this could be a 6. Any of these could be a 6. And that's, I suspect, probably as good as we're going to get with the 6s. So let's look at these 7s. We may literally only have one 7, so 1 7 I suspect doesn't mean anything. It might be the bare minimum you need, but without any kind of cross-reference, I don't think you're getting anything out of it other than I could mark this is a potential 7, this is a potential 7, that is a potential 7, that is a potential 7, that is a potential 7, and then that is a potential 7, 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 and that is a potential 7. Just a lot of pencil marks going on there. Let's look at 8. 8 goes up here and here, which tells me only this spot here can be 8. You have a cross 8 here, cross 8 here, you have a down 8 and an up 8 there. Okay. Which does that help me get an 8 over here or over here? Not really. So again, we just delve deeper in marking things as potentially being an 8, if they actually can potentially be an 8. Some instances they may not be. And then we can look at the 9s, which either this is a 9 or this is a 9. And then this could be a 9. 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 That could be a 9. And that could be a 9. And then this can't be a 9. And so if this 9 is blocking these two, and this 9 is blocking these two, this has to be a 9. Okay. Which means either this is a 9, or that's a 9. And if this is blocking this, and this is blocking this, and this is blocking this, this has to be a 9. Seems like the puzzles might be better if I start with the number 9 and then work my way backwards, but it may just be a case of whatever the last digit is that you work on will start to reveal more elements. So if we have a 9 here and we have a 9 here, then this 2 has to be a 9. And that means either these are 9 or either there's a 9 here or there's a 9 here. 9 can't be here. So if the 9 was going to be here, that's the only option there. 9, 9, 9. There's no more 9s here. 9 can't be here. And a 9 can't be here. 9 could be here, as far as I can tell. 9 could be here. 9 can't be here. 9 can't be here, and 9 can't be here, but 9 could be here. Alright, so we just have a ton of pencil marks. Is there a point here where it even feels like it would make sense to try and look at the columns and rows and try and guess some more things? Or should I just start over and go through the numbers? I guess as just a bit of an experiment, it might be worth it to just go through the numbers a second time and see if we make any progress at all. Because inherently, if there are difficult enough puzzles where that strategy will just not work, we'll make no progress at all. And then we would be forced, and we would know we were forced to solve the puzzles a different way. This one eliminates all the ones here, and this one eliminates all the ones here. Which, if this one eliminates all 3 of these spots, then the 1 has to be on this spot, or this spot, which we can just mark. And it doesn't matter that we don't know which one of these spots. We know it's in this column, so this column and this column then means the 1 here has to be either here, which it can't because of that, or here. So we now know that's 1. And weirdly, that then tells us this is a 1, because this row and this row eliminate all the other options. And can we get any more information from the ones that we have? No, I don't think we can, but we did make some progress. If we look at 2s, once again, a a 2 going down this way, and a 2 blocking this would mean either this is 2 or this is 2. A 2 blocking this way means either this could be 2 or these could be 2. Can we do anything more? Well, we know a 2 is going this way, and we know one of these two then have to be a 2, which then means one of these two have to be 2s, which we'd already marked that. So moving on to 3s, 3 going this way means there could be a 3 here, or a 3 here, but not here. Which, wait a minute, if the 3 is blocking this spot, and this 3 is blocking this spot, this has to be a 3. Okay. Which means then either this, or this are 3. Inherently, in games like this, I kind of like macros, if not full-on logical programming that you could do. As somebody who was trained to be a programmer, that's where my mind goes. Once I've proven that I can do something 10 times, 100 times, I'd like to have some kind of key that unlocks some level of acceleration. Of course, that's something I definitely want in playing like Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel also, is that very often there are card combinations that are pretty standard, and I'd just love to press a button and have it activate 5-10 cards in a row very quickly. But when they do add those kinds of features, or even try to add those kinds of features, you very quickly are playing a programming game there, where the focus is around learning the program or playing with programming, and it stops being just a simplistic automation, or relatively simplistic automation. But yeah, when you are playing, say, Free Cell on a computer or Solitaire, the shuffling, the placement of large stacks of cards, that all becomes automated. And yeah, Free Cell is kind of a great example. Microsoft Free Cell is a great example of that, where you can drag entire columns instead of having to go through what would be a more proper process of moving pieces of cards around. But there are some times when you're playing Free Cell that it also lets you do something that is not as obvious and hadn't really been what you might have actually expected to do. We need a 2 in between these 3. So I guess it probably doesn't hurt to go ahead and just mark all of those. And I feel like I'm talking more than actually making any progress. Yeah, I'm a little uncertain here. This one could be a 5. 5, I think. This one could be a 5. I definitely have pushed my luck here by recording this extra episode, because this is after several other episodes have been recorded. This one could be a 6, and this one could be a 6. So my brain is effectively drained. Is there anything that stops this from being a 2? Yes. A 3? Yes. 4? 5? A 6? It can't be. A 7? It can be. 1, 4, 7. All seem viable in that spot. In this, we're looking for a 2, a 4, a 6, a 7, and an 8. This one can't be 2. Could be 4. Not a 6. Could be a 7. Could be an 8. Let's see, 2, 4, 5, 7. Can this be a 7? Looks like it can be. Can't be an 8. Can it be a 2? No. Can it be a 4? No. Can it be a 7? Yes. Can it be an 8? No. So it has to just be a 7. I don't like that it takes 2 clicks to de-pencil mark something. Also, it seems like it takes 2 clicks at least. Right, so we can have a 2 and 8 here, which we can't have a 2 or 8, so this has to be a 2. It can't be a 4. Can't be an 8. Which then means this has to be a 4. Which this then has to be an 8. So it seems like we finally may have made some progress there. At least a little bit of progress. Okay. 2s. Could still be anywhere. Can this be a 1? Let's just go with all of them. Can this be a 1? Yes. Can this be a 2? Yes. Can this be a 3? Yes. Can it be a 4? No. Can it be a 5? No. Can it be a 6? No. Can it be a 7? Yes. Can it be an 8? No. Can it be a 9? Yes. Can this one then be a 1? Yes. A 2? Yes. A 3? Yes. A 4? No. A 5? And a 6? No. 7? No. And 8? Yes. 9? No. 7 should have been a no there. 1, yes. 2, no. 3, yes. 4, still no. 5, still no. 6, no, still no. 7, no. 8, yes. And So let's ask a basic question here. If I can't have an 8 here, and I can't have an 8 here, I can have an 8 here, I can't have an 8 here, so we can't answer that question. Can I have an 8 here? Seems like that's possible. Can I have an 8 here? Seems like that's possible. Weirdly, it does just feel like I'm not going to make full progress until I fill in a lot more of these blank spots. And I'm not just methodically doing it, because there certainly would be a process here where I could just go through every row, each one, and just input all the possibilities. But I don't think it's efficient to do that. I think it is more efficient to jump around. This one, for instance, needs a 5 and a 2. Can I put a 2 here? Seems like I can. Can I put a 5 here? Seems like I can. Can I put a 2 here? Yes. Can I put a 5 here? Yes. So it looks like we've got a domino on that spot. And then this would leave us with just 2 and, well, can't put a 5 here, can I? Because there's 5 there. So is there any other number? No. That's gotta be a 2. That's gotta be a 5. So we're now looking for a 4 and a 7. Which, yeah. I don't think we're gonna get that answer immediately. But we are getting closer. So we would need 2 either here or a 2 here, but we can't have a 2 here. So what other numbers could this be? We're looking for a 2, a 4, a 5, and that is it. And so it can't be 2 and it can't be 4, so it's got to be 5. That gives us a 2-4, 2-4 pairing in those sections. So it means we can get rid of the 5s here, and then that limits us down to a 5 that can't be here and a 5 here, because a 5 can't be up here, which makes that 5. This 5 and this 5 line up. These two 5s line up down here, so either this is a 5 or this is a 5. We're getting closer. 6. Can there be a 6 here? No. Can there be a 6 here? No. So that's got to be a 6. Okay. 2, 3. Well, could there have been a 6 here? Yes, there could have been. What were the other options? 1 can't be here. A 2 might be able to be here. 3, no. 4, possibly. 7, possibly. Yeah. in the wrong direction as far as trying to make progress. Let's see. Can we do anything more with 7s? How about 8s? We have an 8 here, an 8 here, an 8 here. Yeah. I think we may have gotten all the 8s done. Yeah, I think turning that one hint is not on is not terrible to just have this. I don't think actually clicking on these or hovering over them is helpful, but I think just having it to the side of your vision when you can get the numbers down might be helpful, and it might also just in general help you focus. Like the 5s here, had I seen this, that only 2 5s were left, then I would know with that assistance, with that slight bit of cheating, to focus on the 5s. Although, I'm not sure I really can do anything with the 5s. Let's ask this one last blank space. Let's try and figure out what could be here. Could a 1 be here? Yes. Could a 2 be here? No. Could a 3 be here? No. Can a 1 actually be here? No. 3, maybe. Can a 4 be here? No. Can a 5 be here? No. Can a 6 be here? Maybe. Can a 7 be here? Maybe. Can an 8 be here? No. Can a 9 be here? No. So 3, 6, and 7. And certainly I'm just like missing some logic as far as which should I target. Should I target something that has only 1 pencil mark, or should I target things that have the most amount of pencil marks? Or is there really no better or worse decision there? Let's ask this question. Can a 1 or 2 or 3 be here? No. Can a 4 be here? Looks like there's a possibility. Can a 5 be here? No. Can a 6 be here? No. Can a 7 be here? Possibly. Can an 8 be here? No. Can a 9 be there? Possibly. But if I have a 5 blocking this and a 5 blocking this, then the 5 is either here or here. I don't think I still have that solution. I still don't think I have that solution. What about this 7? Let's just go through it all. I'll just brute force all the solutions. Can a 1 be here? No. Can a 2 be here? Possibly. Can a 3 be there? Possibly. Can a 4 be there? No. Because there's already 4 in this segment. Can a 5 be there? No. Can a 6 be there? No. Can a 7 be there? Possibly. Can an 8 be there? No. Can a 9 be there? No. So now we're up to 2, 3, 7. Doesn't feel like any of this is helping, though, as far as information. 4 can be there, 5 and 6 can't be there. Could a 7 be here? Yes. Could an 8 be here? Yes. Can a 9 be there? No. Let's start with the 9s and work our way backwards and go through all the numbers. Because right now what I'm feeling a lot of is slow progress. Real slow progress. This 9 eliminates that. Which then, if all these are blocked and this is blocked and this blocks these, then this has to be 9. Which then either means this has to be 9 because this can't be 9 and all of these are blocked. Which then means this has to be 9. Okay, and so 9s are now done. Let's see if we can look at the 8s and pull off the same trick. I don't think we can so easily, but we can mark this as an 8 because it can't. This 8 eliminates all these, and this one eliminates all these, and this one eliminates all those. Which then that means either this or this is an 8. Which that would be slightly helpful, but I think only slightly. Moving on to the 7s. This one's going to still be one of the least useful ones, so let's just quickly move to the 6s. 6 blocks all these and all these, making either this or this a 6. This blocks all these and this blocks all these, making either this one or this one a 6. This one blocks all these and blocks all these, making this one have to be a 6. Which, if that's the case, then could this be a 6? Why is this not marked like it can be? I think it can. Could this be a 6? No. So if this 6 is blocking all these, and this 6 is blocking all these, and this is blocking this, this has to be a 6. Which then this 6 blocks all these, and this 6 blocks all these, and that either means this is a 6 or this is a 6. Is there a reason why this isn't possibly a 6? Not that I can tell. So I think it's probably time to move on to the 5s. Got a whole bunch of 5s blocking everything. Either this is a 5 and this is a 5. This can't be a 5. Either this is a 5 or this is a 5. And so they're pairing up in that way. Which just means can't do anything more with the 5s at the moment. 4s. Well, this can't be a 4 if that's a 4. This 4 blocks all those, this 4 blocks all those, so either this and this or this is a 4. Then there's not much more I can guess. Here, I can see right clicking without clicking the left mouse button first eliminates all the pencil marks, which might be helpful in a rare occasion, but it probably shouldn't be that easy to pull off. Let's move on to the 3s. just a lot going on with the threes. Well, this column needs a 3 and it needs a 5. I can't put a 5 here. Could put a 5 here, but I can't put a 6 here. So the options would have been 3, 5, or 6. If you eliminate 5 and 6, that only leaves 3. Which then eliminates that, eliminates that, and then we can't put a 3 here, or can we? No, we can't put a 3 here. Looks like we could put a 3 here. No. 5, I guess would be the next question. Do we put a 5 here, or could we put a 5 here? We can't put a 5 here. We can't put a 5 here. That has to be a 5. So that 5 and that 5 and that 5. Then gets rid of this 5. Which, can this be anything else? Can it be a 4? I think it still probably can be a 4. Can't be a 5. Can't be a 6. Can it be a 7? I think it still can be a 7. And can it be an 8? Possibly. Can't be a 9. Can it be an 8? No. Actually. Can it be a 7? Possibly. Okay. This 5 is wrong. Hopefully. So what else could this be? Can it be a 1? No. Can it be a 2? No. Can it be a 3? No. 4? No. 5? No. 6? No. 7? No. 8? No. 9? No. Something's wrong here. I've been through all the numbers. 1. I see a 1 here, a 2 here, 3 here, a 4 here, 5 here. 6 says this is wrong. Here. 7 says that's wrong. 8 and 9 say that's wrong. So I would have to assume this is a 5. And then remove that number and hope that is correct. And then if we're filling in, this should be 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess 6. So what we're missing. Just hoping that's correct. And then we'd be looking for a 3 and a 2. Could this be a 2? No. So it's got to be a 3. And then got to be a 2. Again, just hoping that I haven't made a huge mistake in this puzzle. And definitely these puzzles have gotten harder. 45 minutes so far just to get to this point. Okay, we have a 1, a 2. Can't put a 3 here. Can we put a 3 here? Seems like it's a possibility. Can we put a 3 here? Yes. And 4s. Can we put a 4 in this spot? No, because of this. Can we put a 4 in this spot? Yes. Can we put a 4 in this spot? Yes. Can we put a 4 in that spot? No. Okay. Then 6 can go here, but can't go here because of that. Can't go here because of that. Could go here. And then 7, I guess. Can a 7 go here? Seems like it can. Can a 7 go here? Seems like it can. Let's try the 2s now. Two has to either be here or here. One of these two has to be here or here. I don't think there's any new information there. And 1s. Which, yeah, I don't think there's any hope for that to be helpful. So before we start back at the 8s, let's look around and see if we've figured out any improvement. 4 and 7 and 2, not 3. Could this be 7? Yes. We got a 2, 4 and a 2, 4 pair. Then we've got a 2, 7. We got a 4, 7. And a 4, 7. 6 could be here, or 6 could be here. The 9 can't be here. So, could this be a 2? Seems like it might be capable. Can this be a 4? No. Can this be a 5? No. Can it be a 6? Yes. Can it be a 7? Yes. Yeah, and I don't even see a move here as far as something else to work on. So let's just go through the numbers again. This 8 eliminates this 8. Can this be a 1? Yes. Can it be a 4? I don't see a real reason why it couldn't be a 4. Could it be a 7? Yes. don't think there's anything more that can be done with 8. Inherently, these have to be 7s if these can't be 7s. So is there a reason why these can't be 7s? Or did I... Yes, they can't be 7s because of this 7. So, it tells me this and this are going away. Then either this or this is a 7. And then, since this box needs a 7, it can't be here. It pretty much has to be that one of these two are 7s. Then one of these 3 are 7s. And notably, we have nothing marked here as far as any of these being a 7, potentially. Seems like every single panel has an equal open opportunity to be a 7. So almost certainly we'll solve that cube with 7s way later. Moving on to 6s. Again, kind of, well, this extra highlight, this assistance, is helping me eliminate some redundancies, but I do think that's all I can do. It's 5, can't be a 5, and it can't be a 9. Could it be a 3? No. Could it be a 4? I guess it could. Could it be a 7? Possibly. Okay, 5 here, 5 here means either a 5 would be here, which it can't because of that. So this has to be a 5. And that finishes out the 5s. Even though this whole process is feeling like it's going to take forever to finally hit that final spot. You can get rid of this 4 because these two eliminate that. And that may literally be all we can do with the 4s. 3s. We know this can't be a 3. And this can't be a 3. Which meant this had to be a 3. It seems like what happens when you're doing a Sudoku puzzle is that even your pencil marks and guesses are getting, usually, at least the way I do it, cross-confirmed and double-checked. So that would explain why so far I have not managed to just fail miserably and not be able to solve a puzzle. But also, I think you would have to make several mistakes before you were just totally overwhelmed with mistakes. I don't think one mistake is big enough. guess we can get rid of this too. And that's, I think, all that can happen. It's just so many opportunities with the ones. That doesn't help. But we did make progress when going through this loop. Maybe not a ton of progress. So let's just go through the loop again and see if we can prove one way or the other, or at least have a good suspicion one way or the other, as far as whether you can go through all of the numbers and not make any progress at all. There's a lot of 7s marked in this corner. But I don't think there's anything that can be done to change that. Well, I don't want to be stubborn about it though either. So we have in this row a 2, a 4, a 6, and a 7 that are missing. So I need to add a 7 there, I believe. Anything else we can get from this? Nope. 4s. Still doesn't look like there's any progress to be made in that. 3s. A lot of these feel as polished as possible. Just going through the numbers. I think I have to approach it differently. Get rid of this 1. Yeah, I feel like I've gone through all the numbers and it didn't work. So, let's start over here. In this cube, we need a 1, a 7, a 4, let's see, 1, the 7, and 8, and the 4. Okay, and then this column, I need a 1 and I guess just a 7, which means this is not a 1. Okay. 1 and 7, 4 and 8. Which also tells me that one of these has got to be 4, one of these has got to be 8. Which tells me this could be 1 and 7. Then this one needs to be 4, so it either can be here or here. Yeah, I don't think that's going to help me any further. Would it help to highlight 2s and 4s? No, I think if you highlight 2 things, you're just going to be confused mightily. Feels like there's gotta be a row here. That there just has to be a row where something would line up. Either a row or a column. I'm trying to see if maybe there's a row where only one number is pencil marked. We've hit the hour mark. Suppose I could guess. Let me ask this. Can I put a 1 here? No. Can I really put a 1 here? Seems like it. This is not a 9. So if this is not a 9, then what can be in this spot? 1, but not a 2. Not a 3, not a 4, not a 5, not a 6, a 7, maybe, an 8, no, a 9, no, yeah, 1s, 7s. Not really sure what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, let's look at this column. 4 can't be here, a 4 can't be here. 4 could be here, a 4 could be here. 2 can't be here, 2 can be here, 2 could be here. 2 can't be there. Too many possibilities. Can a 4 be here? Can a 4 be here? Yeah, but a 4 could be here. Could a 2 be here? Yes. Could a 2 be here? No. Could a 2 be here? Seems like no. I mean, maybe just look at the segments themselves. Maybe that is the next step. Just see if there's some kind of diagonal thing. Yeah, I don't think that's helping me either. And I know that there's some very advanced math tricks, but if you have to know those very advanced math tricks to solve Sudokus, I then have to just throw it back into the face of the game for not giving me any tutorial at all. I mean, you really gotta highlight that. What would happen if we just straight up tried to invert everything? Well, that does basically nothing, except for maybe highlight the ones you think you've already solved. Let's start with the ones, I guess. I don't think there's anything that can be gathered by the ones up here, since there's not a single hint. This has to be a 1. This has to, so one of these has to be a 1, which means one of these 3 have to be a 1. We've already figured that out. Twos also don't feel like they're helping me. Threes again don't feel like they're helping me. It feels like this top 3 rows in particular have been designed to be particularly difficult without getting an in on at least one of these segments. It doesn't seem like I can quite figure out what to do. So I think we're going to have to hit a point here where I'm just going to have to straight up guess. Just pick something and try and solve it that way. And hope we can pick something that is like a 50-50 chance. And if we do pick something that's a 50-50 chance, then we make the right guess, make the right coin flip. I've gone through all of these numbers multiple times now and made no progress. So let's just go through the entire row. Need a 1, a 3, a 6, and a 7. I believe is what, and an 8. explaining at all what I'm doing. I recognize that. 6, 7, and 8. I'm just looking at every single possible number. So I think this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Can't be 2. Can't be 3. Can be. 8 it can't be. Yeah, and if I have to go through every single square to make even one step of progress, this is going to be really annoying, but it might be the one thing that if I get even one small step of progress, that might snowball all the way to the end of this puzzle. And certainly we're in a weird situation now where we're going to go really long, and yeah, for pre-recorded footage, I just don't know how I could otherwise present this. Breaking up the episode sounds pretty silly. So I don't think I'd want to do that. Could this be 8? Also, no. So we did. I've looked at all of these so far. In this row, I need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Again, same pattern as this. 1 and 2 and 3 are out. 4 is possible. 7 is possible. 1 and 2. 4 is in. Is 3 out? No. It's still in. 7. Still possible. 1, 2, 3. All seem pretty possible. 4, not doable. 7, not doable. Can't be 1 in this one. Can't be 3 in this one. Can possibly be 4. Nope. And then can it be 7? Think it can be. So that's 1/3 of all the rows now been checked, and no progress has been made. This one can be 4, 7, but we're also looking for a 2. In the row. So none of that changes either. This can be 4, 7, or 2. So it should be, yeah, 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6. Could this be 6? Yes. Could this be 7? Yes. 2, 4, 6, 7. And then 2, 4. Can this be 2? Yes. Can this be 4? Yes. Can't be 6 or 7. So now I've looked at 2/3 of the puzzle and not made any progress. So did I make some terrible mistake? I don't think so, because I feel like the game would tell me if I made a terrible mistake. But maybe it wouldn't. Need a 1, a 4, an 8, and a 7. Actually looks like it could be 4. Am I certain about that? No. See, can this be 1? Feels like it could be. We actually know it isn't. 4. I think we have a pretty good guess this can be 4. 8. Well, decent chance it's 8. One, 4, 7, 8. Can this be 4? Yes. Could this be 7? Seems possible. Can it be 8? Definitely seems possible. And we've got that row already done. And so then the only other thought would be to look at the columns or to look at the segments. But honestly, if I go through all the rows and check everything and I'm not making any real progress, looking at the columns probably isn't going to help, and looking at the segments is probably not going to help. I've either made a huge mistake somewhere, or I just am going to have to gamble. We need a 1, a 4, a 7, and a 9. Could this be 1? It looks like it could be. Could it be 4? Looks like it could be. Could it be 7? Looks like it could be. Could it be 9? No. Could this be 1? Yes. Could it be 4? No. Could it be a 7? Yes. Could it be a 9? No, this 9 actually gets rid of that. So 147, 147, 147. We did make small bits of progress here, but not particularly enough bits of progress. Maybe on hard puzzles you literally just have to challenge it and try it. Like, either a 6 is here, or a 6 is here, or a 6 is here, and a 6 is here. Maybe that tells me something, but I don't know what it tells me. If we look at the totality of the segments, if I know that there's a 1 and a 7 here, I can probably get rid of this 7 very easily, even though it is a possibility. Which then, this 7 tells me actually there can't be a 7 here, so 7 can either be here or here. Am I seeing anything else? No. One and 7 here. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything to me. None of this means anything. Really just does not logically break down, and it does feel like I'm just gonna have to gamble and pick this to be a 6, for instance. Maybe there's some deeper logic where that would be correct, but I don't know it. When you have these domino pairs, knowing that one of these two would be a 4 and one of these would be a 2 isn't really helping in these scenarios, because it's not letting me pick like a third option. Is there possibly some logic here in that if this is 4, then this couldn't be 4, so either this or this had to be 4, and this had to be 4. No, I don't think there is any logic to that. And I imagine there might be somebody yelling at me right now watching this, as they may completely see a solution that I'm just too sleepy and exhausted to recognize. Yeah. Constantly I'm pushing myself to make more content, and particularly when it's a deep-minded puzzle game, that's not going to work. In particular, still a mess. Yeah, I don't see any solution here other than to just guess. Make that a 6, which then makes that a 6. Gets the 6s down. And this would be a perfect point to bring out the save states. But also I think I'd like to just see what happens if we fail here. So we've guessed now on the 6s. Will that help in any way? Well, noticing that there is a 1 now in this spot. So maybe the 1s. Now eliminate the 1s just based on a guess. Just hoping to be right. Otherwise, we may have to waste a lot of time undoing things. But I kind of be okay with failing too. And clicking all the wrong buttons. Right mouse button and left mouse button feel like things that should be less dangerous, I guess would be the right term to use. That you can't just accidentally somehow click the right mouse button when you meant to click the left mouse button and lose a decent amount of progress. Well, so far, so good. As far as succeeding where I really shouldn't have. But I am kind of randomly putting in numbers too. You do need to be honest on those levels. So there's a real chance here I'm just going to fail miserably. And there's a real chance I already have failed miserably. Or maybe this is a case where this is a puzzle that has multiple solutions, and so just by picking one, I settled it and solved the puzzle in one way at least. Okay. Yeah. I have very, very low confidence that I'm correct about this. Very, very low. This will be a miracle if this works. Absolute miracle. Let's look at the 8s actually. If there's only one 8 remaining, then still think the 7s should be done. One of the things Cracking the Cryptic also does is that they have fancy names for the puzzles that they're showing on their YouTube channel. It's, I think, mostly one guy that runs the YouTube channel, but every now and then it seems like there's another guy who solves puzzles too. See, this feels like... Wait, well, I guess this has to be 4. This has to be 2. What's irritating about this is if this is all based on just a false assumption, it is falling into place so easily that I will frankly just lose my mind if it says you're wrong and then gives me no hints as to where I'm wrong. Yeah, that would drive me crazy. Maybe inherently this is a problem with Sudoku puzzles. Not a problem you probably could fix, but maybe there are just a slight need. Is just a slight need for more speed bumps, more stop signs, more gates you can crash into. I don't know what the right analogy would be to use here. Something that would highlight to you that you're wrong. Yep. This says this needs to be a 4. This says this needs to be a 4, so we're wrong. But maybe we can ignore that step for a second and see if we can lock in everything else. Okay. And see, this would be where the problem is. Here. What is that? We might need to remove all the 7s and all the 4s on the board. And that may not be that big of a deal. Let's start, though, with just filling in the board. Okay. So there is no just game over if you fill in everything at all. Okay. So that's, if everything else is right, that should be fairly fine. We can just go across there and see that that's a 7. And we can put that 7 there. And then we can put that 4 there. Then we can can see this is a 7. And then this would be a 7. This would be a 4. 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 This would be a 7. This would be a 7. This would be a 4. This would be a 7. And yeah, if I was live streaming and I hit this point, this is kind of the worst case scenario where I'm live streaming and then I failed at a puzzle, and in the process of failing at the puzzle, I have like totally taken way too much time. Okay. It does seem like the mistakes do line up here. So, we see here that the 4 and the 7 is here. So if I was to put this as a 7 and change this to a 4, then we could potentially backtrace what could have gone wrong. I don't think I can go any further here because I can't replace this 4 and this 7 unless the 7 was going to be in one of these spots. I think this is just going to constantly spread out in different directions. I think this is probably a case where there isn't. We could be miles away from where we should be. Is there a possible way we could just see the answer? I don't think the check puzzle button is any better in the settings, instead of just having it default show errors. Yeah. Let's see. What does this button do? It exits out. And then when we're back, a minute an hour and 40 minutes. But this says 39 and 9. So maybe it's supposed to say an hour, but it doesn't actually display the hour. So yeah, I'd just have to hit the reset button and start all over again. I made a mistake somewhere. Yeah. And yeah, I don't think that's great content by any means. We've gone super long. Now I'm going to sleep before I try the Master Ninja. I might even do this hard one off screen just to show what the solution was. I guess you can go and still... No, it just resets it, so if I do play it off screen, I'd have to just pause on the menu. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely sleep before I make another episode, and then I want to make an episode where we try Master Ninja, we try Pro Pack 1, 2, and 3, but if hard is any indication of that, I'd assume all of these puzzles are just as hard, if not more difficult, unless perhaps there is just a more of a random chance that you'll have easier puzzles, or maybe that puzzle was possibly particularly difficult. The variety in difficulty is very noticeable between easy, medium, and hard, and I don't know if I really would want to submit to doing 40 hard Sudoku puzzles just for some achievements off screen. It seems like I'd put a lot of extra time into doing that. Anyways, I'll think about that. That's going to be it for this recording. Sorry for not finishing a puzzle. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.